appreciated the feedback you got from the guests who were there. I know a number of you have already connected with some of the people that they've referred you to, and so by all means follow up. You know, today and yesterday, I was just absolutely amazed at what I saw. You know, you all keep teasing me by telling me, you know, basically the same thing I've been hearing all year. And then, you know, yesterday and today you spring this on us, you know, all the things that you've been doing and all the great people you've got on the team and the great things that you've accomplished. And so I'm just so impressed and proud of everything that all of you have done. So far, I haven't said either of the two words that we were going to have a drink. So I'll say that now. MBET is all about problem solving, so you can have two drinks. And I think now we're going to show the videos that you produced. And they were all great. And the only thing better than that was seeing your whole presentation yesterday and today. So this is an annual tradition at this closing party. We get to watch the videos and see what you've been up to. I know you know what each other's been up to, but I think the faculty aren't even all aware of what's gone on in the staff. And I know many of you have got friends and family joining you tonight. So it's a great opportunity just to wrap up, to really be proud of what everybody's accomplished, and just to delay getting the party started. So sit back. I'm not sure how this happens now, but that's all from me. It's been an absolutely fantastic year, and you know, and I'm sure everybody will tell you this as the night goes on, but you're really MBETs for life, and you know, your ventures are going to go on, and so is your relationship with Conrad. And as you know, there's nothing I like better than sitting in my office and talking for hours and hours with you about what you're working on. So please, let's not stop that just because there's nothing left on the calendar, because my calendar is always open for all of you. So whoever's playing the videos, let's see them.
Audio's not working.
So in 2016, my partner and I had a pizza restaurant in Lanigan, Saskatchewan. And one of the biggest problems we faced was labor. One day, one employee came in and quit, and then right after another employee came in and quit, and then another one came in and quit. And boy, this business wasn't much fun anymore. How's that?
That was awesome. Can David just do all of them?
David,
Yes, I can, actually.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, why not?
It was better than mine.
You know, the dry run did work.
was anyone waiting for David to say, and it's magic? I just wanted to see his presentation of that.
Let me try that again, guys. I'm
Sorry, did you see my note there?
I have so many windows open, so I can't see that. Sorry, I'm gonna try again. It was working earlier.
I think when you share your screen, you have to tick mark the box, like share the sound too.
Friends, I am Larry.
There it is.
His name is P4 Pizza. We provide the world's first custom pizza making machine to independent pizza store owners to help them make pizzas automatic. My partner and I owned a pizza restaurant in Lanigan, Saskatchewan. Everything was just going great. Until after 6 months, one of our employees quits, and 2 more within next 6 months because of boring, repetitive, and soul-crushing work. I looked into the fast food industry and found out that employee turnover happens every 9 months on an average. This results in inconsistent pizzas, and that causes the sales to go down. Employee turnover costs about $4 billion to pizza owners. On my research, I found that textiles and automobile industries face the same problem that they solve using automation. Well, pizza industry has been same since more than 100 years, and we think that it's time to change now. So we came up with an automatic pizza making machine which will work like magic. Here are some pictures of our machine. We have completed the mechanical part of the machine and we continue to work on the automation. We have the right team with prior successes. We are in the right place with manufacturing network in India and planning to sell it in North America. And we are in the right time because the increasing wages and other factors, the industry is ready for the innovation. We are P4 Pizza. We help independent pizza stores make delicious pizzas consistently, efficiently, and profitably. Thank you and can't wait to see you guys on Demo Day.
At Lorcan Technologies, we are dedicated to provide our customers with the visibility to protect what is beyond their reach but not their scope. We are rapidly growing as a society with technology in urban centers providing us with more access to data than we have ever experienced before. The resources to support our growth is found outside these centers, where we invest billions annually to sustain our development. Industries out in these remote regions rely on environmental sensors to gather insights for project planning and impact assessments. But these sensors are only as effective as the data that can be obtained. When not effectively monitored, this could lead to catastrophic and long-lasting impact. Placed in some of the most rugged and harsh terrains, connecting these sensors is costly and unreliable, and why nearly half still rely on manual data extraction. Creating a mission to manually retrieve this data can be extremely risky. At Lorcan Technologies, our leading-edge device will enable customers to access and monitor their sensors in ways they have never thought possible. Inspired by natural design, our device will be able to withstand rugged outdoor conditions for a longer life with the ability to transmit over further distances. Join us to connect the impossible.
Hi, my name is Gayatri Mamidana. I have a PhD in biology and over 5 years of experience in biotechnology and medical device industries from the United States. I have the expertise to be part of the team Prefection Labs, which is an early stage medical style company. The problem Prefection Labs intends to resolve is prosthetic joint infection. This is the infection that occurs when a patient has a total hip or a knee replacement. And why is it a problem? Because there is no detection method available today. As you can see, the incidence is low, but there are over 1 million surgeries being performed every year just in United States alone. And because there's no detection method, the infection progresses, resulting in most probably a revision surgery, which has a significant cost to the healthcare system. Our proposed solution is designing an implantable nanosensor. As the name indicates, it will be implanted inside the person or the patient along with the prosthetic, and it will have measurements. It will measure the temperature at the site and will also identify the presence of bacteria. Prosthetic joint infection is a problem because there's no detection method. And the treatment options depend on the progression of infection and range from an antibiotic treatment to a total revision surgery, and our proposed solution has significant value due to the increasing aging population in Canada and United States.
We're Decomp, an organic plastic waste disposal solution. Since 1950, 6.3 billion metric tons of plastic has become waste, with 79% ending up in landfills. The current process of plastic waste involves waste being picked up and taken to a material recovery facility where it gets sorted to be recycled, incinerated, or landfilled. Municipalities are implementing mandates on the amount of waste that MRFs must divert from landfills, tracked by diversion rates. Plastics can be landfilled, but this would impede MRFs' ability to meet diversion rate mandates. Incinerators can dispose of contaminated plastic waste, but incineration is restricted in its expansion due to health risks associated with it. Not all types of plastics can be recycled, and only plastics with a low threshold of contamination can be recycled. So how do we fix this? Our solution involves growing plastic-degrading microbes inside bioreactors. Plastics would then be sorted, shredded, and inserted into them to be organically degraded in weeks, as opposed to the hundreds of years plastics take to naturally degrade. Our bioreactors will be at the MRFs, allowing them to operate on-site and divert plastic waste from landfills. We'll sell and license our technology to the MRFs, who will charge municipalities and industries to process their plastic waste, both of whom have incentive to ensure their plastic waste is processed. We're a diverse team with academic backgrounds in biochemistry, marketing, and chemical engineering, as well as nationalities that span across 3 regions. We're DECOM, an organic plastic waste disposal solution, enabling MRFs to achieve their diversion rate mandates.
Hello, we are Team Zenwork, and we're on a mission to solve burnout. There's no stop. You can't stop. That's a thing. You just go until you collapse. This is the experience of an emergency room surgeon discussing his relationship with burnout. Today, over 30% of people that are quitting their jobs are doing so because they're burnout. In Canada and the US alone, companies lose over $400 billion annually due to lost productivity. There's social impacts to burnout. Some include issues like depression, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, anxiety, diabetes, to name a few. Currently, there are no solutions for identification and early detection of burnout. We are offering focus on targeting burnout. Our first product is a wearable device that focuses on detection and prediction of burnout in working professionals. We're a team of human resources specialists, software development, and business analysts. We're asking for $25,000 for our prototype. Thank you.
Sitting in India, I booked a place and paid a hefty deposit, trusting an online app on Kijiji. Once I got here, the place was nothing like advertised. It was a complete disaster. Currently, incoming students have 2 bad options. Either pay on faith before arrival, like I did, or get here and look for a place. Both options have limited choice and are really risky. Enter Home Scouts. We offer pre-screened neighborhoods, verified in person by our trained scouts, and so that you can move in stress-free. How does it work? Just log into our website and request a scout. View the property real time, and if you like the place, just seal the deal. So to test if it works, we conducted a beta in the winter term. We served over 20 plus clients who quickly got happy with our references and started telling their friends. So we had 50 plus signups for the next term as well. People loved our service and started referring. Through word of mouth referrals and zero marketing, we had over 100 clients at the end of the term. These are some of the testimonials left by actual clients. Currently, we have developed a mobile app for scouts, which we are using to train and onboard them. By winter 2021 next term, we hope to partner with Kitchener-Waterloo universities, as well as onboard clients. Our expansion plans include partnering with Apply Board and then venturing into the US market. The competition is focused on filling up seats for the landlord, while Home Scouts is solely tenant focused. The current North American market has 1.8 billion space for immigrants and students annually. We believe it is set to rise at a 30% CAGR, and it would amount to 6.5 billion in the next 5 years. We are Home Scouts helping you search, screen, and secure homes.
Hi, my name is Stuart, and I'm an industrial designer, most recently designing high-performance bicycles for the triathlon and road cycling category. I'm also an athlete myself. I have a passion for endurance athletes. I spend a lot of time in water and I guess in high precipitation situations with rain and snow. And on top of that, I'm also a sweater. So with work in my active schedule, I don't have time to do laundry more than once a week. And the resulting pain is dampness in my gear on reuse, embarrassing odors from my perpetually wet shoes, and the odd bout of athlete's foot in the bacterial infection. I'm not the only one though. Americans are also sweaters. 5% of them, or 16 million, exercise 30 minutes per day. And they really fall into one of two boats. The first boat being the same boat as me, they deal with these embarrassing odors. 70% of Americans will actually have athlete's foot in their life, often multiple times, or they pay for it in utility costs, racking up to 3 times more in utility costs from that like ongoing washer and dryer operation, and not to mention the effect on the environment. And so what we need is a third boat. So enter Pinecone for highly active individuals who struggle with sweaty wet gear upkeep. Pinecone is a portable tool that dries and cleans your activewear between commutes, games, or workouts, saving you time, money, and embarrassment from bacteria-borne odors. And so next week, I look forward to diving deeper into the problem and the customer, as well as explaining the market size, growth, and opportunities there, and a go-to-market strategy, and then, of course, what we're going to need to move forward. So thank you very much.
Welcome to Columbia Pacific Capital Partners, also referred to as CPCP for this presentation. Private equity is a $800 billion per year market, with over 400,000 entrepreneurs aggressively seeking capital at any given time. Buyout funds account for more than 70% of this capital raised. CPCP offers entrepreneurs and investors an efficient and a uniquely interactive method for obtaining or investing capital in the lower mid-market pre-IPO companies. CPCP is not just another buyout fund. We are committed to do our bit in dissolving the gender gaps that exist in the globe. 30% of our capital is committed to female-led businesses. We are looking to build a portfolio of ESG-compliant companies. We offer more than just money for our target companies. Our global team is committed to helping investors access and benefit from our strategic capital. Our team has decades of experience in the securities industry, investment banking, private equity, and executive management. My partner and I have worked together side by side for several years on several cross-border leveraged buyouts. Our anchor investors have run multi-billion-dollar PE funds and Fortune 500 companies. We have another partner who brings an exceptional understanding of the tech ecosystem of our target companies. Investors are attracted to the strong performance of first-time fund managers despite several limitations. At an average, the first-time private equity funds have been beating the regular follow-on funds by a huge margin of almost 7%. Columbia Pacific Capital Partners is proud to launch a new buyout fund to make majority-controlled investments in software and IT-enabled businesses in the lower mid-market in North America. The lower mid-market is one of the most promising ones to generate superior outcomes consistently. Despite the ability to offer high returns, this market is underpenetrated as small ticket sizes have become a constraint for the mega-sized ones. We are looking to raise $100 million, and we already have some commitments from a few investors. We have looked at more than 60 transactions in the last 1 month and have shortlisted 3 of them for further due diligence. We have a compelling information memorandum that we would like to send to you. We look forward to discussing with interested parties for investment and advisory opportunities.
Uniqueness and customizability are ideals that are becoming a phenomenon in the golf industry today. However, it seems there's been one overlooked aspect to this new trend: golf gloves. In the golf world, traditional white gloves have been the standard for years. When consumers of golf merchandise need to purchase a new glove, their only option is to pick between several variations of the same plain old white glove. These consumers are forced to go to a golf superstore and purchase a glove from a wall of blinding white gloves. For unknown reasons, there's been no option for a golfer to choose anything colorful or different to make themselves stand out. Customizability, color, and uniqueness have been overlooked when it comes to modern golf gloves. For golfers who want to accessorize their outfits, their hat, belt, shoes, etc., a plain white golf glove does not fully suffice their needs. For progressive golfers who have the desire to customize their golf club to their outfit, Prism Golf, provides high-quality customizable gloves for golfers who want to play bold at an affordable price. Prism Golf's premium and customizable gloves provide something the golf world has relished for years: flavor. Branded golf shirts, hats, bags, and balls are everywhere, but our company allows our customers to stand out from the pack with unique customizable gloves. Our gloves are constructed with quality, fit, feel, style, and seamless contact with the club grip in mind. Unlike our competitors, Prism Golf allows the golfer to express their individuality through customized gloves. Our mission is to provide high-quality customizable gloves at an affordable price. Our platforms are both B2B through our corporate logo program and B2C through online store sales. For modern golfers who want to stand out from the pack and accessorize every aspect of their outfit, Prism Golf provides everything. After months of hard work creating the ideal material and design for a golf club, we succeeded in building a product that meets our customers' needs and expectations, as well as maintaining flexibility by continuing to study dynamic customer needs and satisfying them. Our customers are able to purchase our products from our website. Through our online store, customers are able to size their hands appropriately to find the right glove using our suggested sizing index, and then pick the design and color of glove that suits their style and have the gloves shipped directly to their door. The other aspect of Prism Golf that sets us apart from the rest of the field and makes us the most unique new item on the market today for pro shops, teams, or corporate events is our corporate logo program. We have validated a need for event organizers through qualitative analysis, which shows that they're continually looking for the perfect gift to give out to guests at these tournaments. Oftentimes, these event organizers spend countless hours seeking the right gift to give out. Prior to COVID-19, we have worked with clients from the University of Waterloo, McMaster University, University of Guelph, York University, the Ontario Hockey League, PGA Tour Canada, and various other corporate clients. We design gloves for our clients to represent their brand, and it's something they'll be proud to wear, as well as advertise that brand wherever they go. Our gloves can be designed and manufactured in any Pantone color to match any corporate identity. We can have any corporate logo affixed to the Velcro flap. Our products can be designed in any style or combination our clients can possibly imagine. Prism Golf. Show your true colors.
Imagine bothering a dairy cow's farmer with these boring facts. A cow releases 70 to 100 kilograms of methane per year, which is equivalent to about 2,300 kilograms of CO2 per year. The same amount of CO2 is generated by burning 1,000 liters of petrol. The farmer would tell me, what's in it for me? Don't blame me, blame the cow. I will tell him, one cow can produce enough to run a car or a fridge for 24 hours. A couple of cows, Mr. Farmer, could power your whole facility and make you money more than from selling only milk. BioBlip's mission is to capture the release of methane in livestock farms to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and use captured methane to generate power. The number of dairy farms in USA and Canada combined is 51,000 farms. The market size of the dairy farms industry by revenue in USA and Canada combined is $47 billion. Governments and NGOs are giving full attention to initiatives that try to reduce global warming. For example, Canada's government is dedicating $155 million investment in clean technology R&D. Emissions Reduction Alberta is dedicating $83 million funding to bring Alberta closer to its goal of reduction methane emission. So, eliminating a major contributor to global warming, diversifying dairy cattle farms' revenue streams by selling excess generated power, selling carbon credit, and potentially also sells LNG fuel, and moreover allowing investors to generate lucrative financial and social ROI. All of this can't be called other than an offer you can't refuse.
Welcome to Soteria. 3.2 million Americans presently live with celiac disease. 390,000 Canadians also live with this condition. Celiac disease is an autoimmune condition which results in patients becoming completely or partially allergic or intolerant to the gluten content in food. The ingestion of gluten prevents the stomach's ability from absorbing nutrients in food. Celiac disease can also cause patients anemia and osteoporosis. There is no current existing medical treatment for celiac disease. Patients have to commit to a partial or complete gluten-free diet. This severely limits the options available when dining out. A recent study showed that 32% of food advertised as gluten-free in US restaurants tested positive for gluten. More specifically, 53% of pizza and 50.8% of pasta tested positive.
There are currently 4 ways to deal with inability to eat gluten. If you have celiac, you're always going to have to commit to a gluten-free diet. This means that you must take the risk of trusting every restaurant when you're eating out. A very reactive method of determining if you consume gluten is to use a chemical test strip post-consumption of food. Finally, the most advanced solution in the market currently is NEMA. NEMA is a device that uses to test samples of food for gluten content. However, the device is too expensive, too slow, and too unspecific. Soteria will be a testing device that's accurate, ergonomic, portable, specific, and fast. It will quickly indicate the exact amount of gluten that is in contact with the device. It is not required to waste food or jam in a small testing container. You can take it with you everywhere you travel to test unfamiliar foods. It works by simply probing the tip of the device into your sample of food, pulling it back up, and a few seconds later, the screen will tell you exactly if there's gluten in your food or not. We hope you share our excitement in Soteria's new technology. We ask that you give us a chance to connect with us further, and we are raising funding to build our second stage prototype. Thank you.
Think about when buying or selling your own home, what you have been experienced. Non-professional services offered, compare pricing, try to have a better deal, a lot of hidden fees you have never heard of. Always think about when it is a good time to fit in the possible service. Our multiple service package can arrange all the needed services for you, such as mortgage setup, home inspection, staging, moving services, architect drawings, or even construction work. It will not only save your time, but also lower your cost. On top of that, APP platform, big data, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and even 5G network, all the modern technologies can work together to optimize every penny you have spent. One-stop service brokerage.
Just before 5 o'clock this morning, a massive technical fault hit the O2 network, and now millions of users around the world are without access to the internet. The network has launched an urgent investigation, but so far, no joy. O2 has 25 million customers and also provides services for other networks. It's made life difficult for all sorts of businesses, from Uber to food delivery services. Anyone, frankly, who relies on an app. This isn't just inconvenient, it's a big and it's a serious problem.
Piece of news you just watched is about a major network outage in a UK mobile operator called O2 in 2018. Not only 25 million direct customers of O2 lost their internet connectivity, so did 64% of their business customers, including UK's national health system. This costed O2 more than directly £100 million of damage. Outages happen in thousands of telecom operators across the world on a daily basis, with huge negative impacts. They annually lose about $10 million themselves due to their network outages. Their business customers, likes of Amazon, get also indirectly impacted. Outages having such huge negative impacts, the question is if they can be prevented. The answer is yes. Only if they can be predicted. In Panoptics, we are busy building a software platform based on predictive analytics and information sharing across operators to help telecom operators to predict the upcoming incidents so that they can take action to prevent them. Thank you for listening.
What is the first disruption that our industry needs today? Closing the leadership gender gap in the workplace. The talent pool that creates products and services for a population should reflect a sample of that population. In Canada, 53% of graduates and 47% of people entering the workforce are women. But there are multiple barriers, even for high potential women, for career acceleration. They have a glass ceiling to break, and many quit in mid-career positions. The career pipeline for women is leaking. But companies with diverse leadership teams report higher innovation revenues. Here is Career Visualize. It helps businesses with its algorithm that matches their employees with prospective coaches in a similar career path in their particular industry, enabling them to be inspired and cross career hurdles. The opportunity of closing gender gap is forecasted to add $150 trillion to Canada's GDP. Even companies aspiring to achieve gender balance miss out on the innovation revenue and leave money on the table. Career Visualize takes into account all the barriers that caused this in the first place and counteracts them by bringing more women in leadership front and center and accessible. Want to shape the future of work? Please get in touch and help us level this playing field for men and women. It is not only a social need, it is an economic imperative. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mo and I'm representing the Substrate Partnership Venture. Our team consists of myself, an MBET student bringing business and entrepreneurial skills to the venture, Eddie, a pilot, very early Bitcoin investor, and trader bringing in his expertise. And finally, Vadim, a computer programmer who currently makes video game bots for money that will bring in his coding knowledge. Together, we decided in late February to pool our combined knowledge and start a cryptocurrency investment fund, drawing on each of our strengths. And amongst ourselves, we were able to raise over $30,000 Canadian to date in startup and have set out to work. We have since in the following months refined our trading strategies and indicators, registered the business and signed partnership agreements, opened business bank and exchange accounts, completing rigorous KYCs, and as of late last month, we have begun trial trades at 50% of our total portfolio at our validation phase this summer. To date, our portfolio is up 16% within these last few weeks, and while this is a dollar amount is low in the few thousands, we gauge our success by the portfolio's percentage gains and our overall margins. Currently, we also have 3 outside investors who wish to engage with us, and subsequently, we are currently in the process of incorporating and setting up specific legal contracts and structures with our legal consultants in order to onboard these investors, future investors, and for mutual tax purposes. To those watching this, we hope you found this interesting, and please reach out for more information at substratepartners@gmail.com or to myself personally.
It is expected that by 2030, the talent deficit in the form of 85.2 million workers will result in the loss of unrealized annual revenue of 8.5 trillion owing to the major global economic crisis of underemployment. 40% of 2.2 million graduated students of 2018 settled for jobs that did not require their relevant degrees in Canada. To solve this, we present you our venture ConnectSavvy. ConnectSavvy is a technology-oriented platform to connect university and college graduates with the employers that are looking for short-term hiring. We provide employers with the best fit while ensuring the best value for their money, and students benefit from the exposure to the corporate world while developing the practical skills resulting in securing relevant jobs. None of online recruitment and staffing services focus on the students, part-time hiring, and small-medium enterprises. After market validation, the target segments are identified as SME employers who need qualitative work done for the short term, and of course, university and college graduates. The potential is huge, as the Canadian economy is run by the 1.1 million of SMEs, and more than 2 million students are graduated each year. As a result of market validation, we've developed the desktop-based application, currently working on mobile app. We plan to launch by the October, helping connecting the dots and paving the path for the brighter future of millions of students. Our team, Amanpreet Kaur and Tuba Mohtisham, is a blend of engineering and biosciences acumen, which enable us to understand the demand and requirements of current double-sided job market of students and employers.
In Egypt, retail stores are usually open until midnight, but unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a curfew has been implemented that mandates all shops to be closed by 6 p.m. This has resulted in a 50% reduction in foot traffic and sales, leading to major losses. Consequently, e-commerce stores have become the only option that these retailers have to keep their businesses afloat. But these retailers do not have the resources, time, and capabilities to launch and operate their own e-commerce stores. At the same time, the young adult demographic in Egypt is suffering from unemployment. Due to this, they have sought out additional sources of income through online sources, becoming experts in a multitude of social media platforms. To their dismay, they are facing difficulties with finding suppliers and sourcing products to sell online. This is where EL Cartel, a wholesale marketplace that bridges retailers and young entrepreneurs, fits in. On the EL Cartel platform, retailers post the products they can no longer sell in stores for young entrepreneurs to directly source and resell. The process is fast, efficient, and painless for both wholesalers and entrepreneurs. EL Cartel makes money by charging a 15% commission on the transactions.
Embrace is a company founded by systems design engineer Alad Kajapur and business consultant and personal trainer Taylor Roth. Embrace originally started with the idea of solving the issues of knee pain in athletes. However, upon speaking to athletes, coaches, and trainers, we realized there was a way bigger problem to solve. What we found was that there was a lack of communication. The university varsity athletes and the whole system is underfunded, and they have no unified system or central hub to access the information they need. So a lot of time is spent running around, completing documents, and filling out forms. So our solution for this is an athlete management system. All the parties will be able to input their information, allowing open communication and reduced time. There will be a unified platform for all the information to be shared or not shared accordingly, and scheduling, which was another huge issue, will be done. Going forward, as we just pivoted 2 weeks ago, we want to continue our validation and gather the initial requirements. We'll develop our MVP and beta test with the UW volleyball team, who already agreed to try out our solution. Next, we want to tackle the beast, that is the US varsity sports market. We are Embrace, helping you embrace your team.
Hi, I'm David. This is Essen. And unfortunately, Abdul's not with us right now, but we're Team EcoWare, and we're looking to address the diaper dilemma. In fact, 75% of parents have expressed the frustrations that they've experienced their babies going through what's called baby rashes. Now, this is something we do not want any child to experience. The diaper market is broken down to 3 different segments. You got your disposable, your biodegradable, as well as your cloth diapers. But we're not going to address that market. We're looking to focus on just the one-time use diapers. Disposable diapers only focus on performance while neglecting the, in fact, health as well as environment. Now, biodegradables only focus on the environmental aspect while neglecting more so on the performance as well as the health aspect. Now, this is where EcoWare looks to fill that void. We're going to address this disconnect by being 100% biodegradable as well as being healthier, rash-free, and leak-free.
And the story doesn't end here. Our proposed solution has already been validated by EcoWare's team winning business competitions and parents reaching out to us to use our prototype. So let's just join hands together in this mission so that our future children does not need to suffer, nor does our planet. We are Team EcoWare, making the world more sustainable, one diaper at a time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christian Guo. I'm the founder of Little You. Creativity is very important for child education. It helps them release stress and enhance the development of their communication and problem-solving skills. Children are born with creativity, but it just can't happen on its own. It needs to be cultivated. Unfortunately, many school systems, they don't have the resources to implement creative education in the classroom. We're here to provide a solution. A rewarding app for children to create, sell, and share their 3D characters with pre-designed template. They can customize the characters in any way they like, by changing color, size, and position, and so forth. They will receive points for each item they've created or liked by other people, and they can use those points to redeem fascinating rewards provided by our sponsors. On the other hand, adults can purchase 3D models that were created by children, and we will 3D print the model and ship directly to the customers.
Hi,
I'm Doug Anderson from Peer Piper, and we're digitizing skills and expertise to make hiring veterans a breeze. You know when you're desperately trying to hire the right person for the right job, but you struggle to find them? What if it cost you millions of dollars in lost government contracts if you couldn't hire the right people? This is exactly the case in the defense sector when a government contractor or defense contractor can't find the right expertise to hire in enough time. And turning to Google or LinkedIn to solve this problem leads to great disappointment. However, our startup plans on digitizing the skills and experience inside the military and automatically match them with jobs outside the military. This automation will be more effective than the current spray and pray method of recruiting. Creating a real-time hot bench list of all my former colleagues for industry represents a big opportunity that can be scaled even beyond the defense sector. Hi, I'm Doug Anderson from Peer Piper, and we're digitizing skills and expertise to make hiring veterans a breeze.
We are popular. We are a jewelry retailer targeting North American young professionals and college students with an embedded augmented reality virtual try-on technology. Nowadays, more and more people are shopping online. However, consumers are facing a product-fitting problem when shopping for jewelry. Since they are not able to physically try on the items, online shoppers are concerned that the item they purchase might not match with their personal style. This is problematic. On the one hand, the problem leads to poor customer shopping experience and low satisfaction levels. On the other, it leads to high return rates on products, which increases the seller's expenses. Popular had proposed to solve the problem leveraging augmented reality technology. AR is a technology that adds computer-generated objects to the real world, with images and movements of customers captured by their cameras. They can virtually try on the computer-generated jewelry object through Popular's website. As a result, they can make the purchase decision based on how the jewelry pieces match with their personal style. We have a unique business model. We are partnering with individual designers to offer more product varieties, and we are selling on a consignment base to maximize our cost structure. This is our team. We have backgrounds in venture capital, marketing, and engineering. Thank you for watching. This is Popular, providing trendy, high-quality designer jewelries through a seamless online shopping experience.
Hello, we are Homburg, and we are on a mission to improve the geriatric care in Nigeria. We are a platform that essentially provides professional care straight to the homes of the seniors in Nigeria through collaborations with the hospitals and caregiving training institutes in Nigeria. Unlike in Canada, there is no social security system in place for retirees upon retirement apart from their pension, which is barely sufficient because of the state of the economy of the country. This has increased in death rate of the seniors in Nigeria. There are also a few effective retirement homes in Nigeria, but because of the cultural belief, people aren't as eager to send their seniors there, but they are willing to get this private care delivered directly to their homes. Our first product is going to be our website and an app which will enable our clients' requests for a caregiver based on proximity and the expertise needed. We are asking for $20,000 to develop this prototype. Thank you.
What makes a concert memorable? How do audiences distinguish a good concert from a great one? To create engaging concert experiences, artists today use a combination of visual elements to enhance their musical performance and allow them to connect with their audience. However, emerging artists who operate with smaller production budgets are unable to create concert experiences that can compete against the superstar performers. Instead, they must depend on venues to provide and operate stage lighting during their shows. Consequently, independent artists end up performing with static, boring, and ineffective stage lighting. Through my experience as a performing artist and engineer, I've developed my product, Glow. Glow is a software application that provides artists with the tools to independently design light shows to operate on the equipment supplied by the venue. By developing their own visual performances, independent artists can create more consistent, captivating, and stronger concert experiences that can compete against more established performers. To date, Glow has established partnerships with independent venues and artist management organizations based in Ontario in order to conduct early product testing once an initial prototype has been built. Over the next 2 years, Glow anticipates to grow rapidly and establish itself in independent venues across North America before expanding to Europe and Asia. My name is Rahil Harani, and I'm the founder of Glow, where we are building technology to enable independent artists to create better concert experiences for their audiences. Thank you.
New health. Think of the last time you went to the hospital to report a heart problem. The doctor will probably ask you a bundle of questions about how you're feeling or your symptoms. So what did you really remember? Did you remember how frequently your symptoms occurred? Did you remember the severity? Did you remember all the symptoms that you experienced? These symptoms are important because this is what the doctor uses in making a differential diagnosis to understand what your underlying problem is. It is very vital that you report your symptoms to the doctor as accurately as you possibly can. Between 2010 to 2016, medical error of misdiagnosis remained the third leading cause of deaths in the United States. A very significant number of these misdiagnoses occurs during the evaluation of the patient phase. This is a stage when the patient's symptoms are collected and recorded, and the doctor makes the differential diagnosis. We're introducing View Health. View Health is an application that helps patients to more accurately track, record, and report their symptoms, so doctors can make better diagnostic decisions to improve the lives of their patients.
Hey guys, connectivity is a principal feature amongst manufacturers, suppliers, and transportation companies. Connectivity amongst various stakeholders from production to end consumers must rely on efficient, reliable, and cost-friendly transportation methods. After having worked in the automotive logistics field in Canada, the current solutions to solving connectivity are archaic, traditional. They rely on cold calling, personal networks, and agents that charge monumental fee, while delivery times remain constantly poor. Sync Solutions will be entering the Canadian automotive transportation space by providing a real-time bidding platform. Our solution is aimed to enhance trucking capacity for short-haul, long-haul, and backhaul loads where carriers can broker out their own loads and bid on existing ones for their acquired lanes. This will allow them to gain additional volume, navigate unexpected events that will ensure their supply chains keep moving by adding confidence to their operations. At Sync Solutions, we aim to reduce shipping costs, design supply chain for maximum efficiency, and allow our users to gain up-to-date visibility on every shipment. We aspire to solve complex problems with our advanced technology and proprietary algorithm that will streamline operations, provide competitive spot rates for every shipment, every lane across Canada. In doing so, we look to provide accurate, complete data on shipments, driving benchmarks and consistent processes to enable time and cost savings. Through gaining key partnerships with Saudi-based transportation group CityLink, we aim to roll out our service to other regions around the world, as well as other industries including freight and oil. So, will you join us to sync your operations with our platform to achieve connectivity, consistency, and efficiency? We are Sync Solutions. Thank you.
We are proud that Shelterbox is a remarkable Rotary People of Action story. 20
Hi, it's Taylor on the line. He's our host.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor, come back.
That was the end of the videos.
Yeah.
It's
Right. Okay, guys. So here we are. I have nothing to say. We're going to pass it on to Chris.
Okay, well said. Boy, you guys have come so far since our first day in Ignition Week in the pitch space. So congratulations. This year wasn't just new for you, it was also new for me. This was my first time as the associate director of the program, and I learned a lot. I learned why my predecessor, David Rose, wasn't just a workaholic. He actually had to be in the office first thing in the morning until the end of the day, last person to leave the office. So I now get it, DR. I am up to speed. But I also learned a lot about really what makes MBET so unique and such a wonderful experience. As I mentioned before Christmas, there are very few places in the world that bring together bright, creative, energetic, entrepreneurial professionals for an entire year to share their time, their knowledge, their experience, and their lives together with each other. So a year ago, before you came to Conrad, you may have felt a little different than your friends and colleagues in the office. Maybe you weren't as happy with the life plan laid out for you in a traditional corporate context, or maybe you felt like you just didn't fit into that traditional mold and were less satisfied with the common definitions of professional success. You may have even wondered whether there were others like you out there, others who felt as strongly as you did about forging a new path, so strongly that they, like you, were willing to put their lives on hold, willing to go back to school, spend significant amounts of time and energy and money, and travel halfway across the province, the country, or the world to pursue their dreams. So when you reflect back on this year, I hope you'll conclude that there were people like you out there, not just students, but faculty as well. You're a very unique, self-selected group of 45 individuals out of a pool of 8 billion. And I hope you'll always have that special bond from this point forward. Entrepreneurs specialize in finding unforeseen market opportunities. Now in a pandemic, everything is unforeseen. Everything is up for grabs. It's like the entire ocean is blue and there's no more red to be seen. If entrepreneurship solves problems, then now is your moment. We have plenty of problems. And sure, everybody solves some kind of problems, but problems like the ones you solve, as we've just seen in these videos, are ill-defined, have fuzzy edges, no clear solution, and they change often at the very moment that you've managed to solve them. There's no instruction book for this kind of problem. That's 3 times I've said problem, by the way. Only a way of thinking. So now more than ever, the world needs this way of thinking in the startup ecosystem, in large companies, in governments, and in civil society. So finally, I just want to say a couple of quick words about the last 4 months in particular. Successful entrepreneurs keep their eye on the horizon, right? They're not distracted by the day-to-day ups and downs of their business. They don't take immediate sort of experiences they see right in front of them and extrapolate them out all the way to the horizon. They maintain perspective and focus. After all, you can't pivot if you don't know where you're going. So, entrepreneurial failure is often celebrated. And this is why. It's not because the more you screw up, the better. It's because that entrepreneurial failure and adversity shows that you can deal with adversity and stay the course. Now, this year, you didn't need to actually fail to prove that you can deal with this adversity. You've successfully maintained your eye on the horizon all year. You've proven that faced with what seems like initially to be a catastrophic, insurmountable odds, you eventually overcame. So this isn't the last unforeseen challenge you're ever going to face, but I have no doubt that you will summon the strength and the wisdom and the perspective you displayed this year to tackle all of those problems head on. You may feel a bit apprehensive about what's next in your career, but I believe you all fundamentally really do know where you're going. You're going to make things happen. You're going to start a new venture. You're going to scale an existing venture. You're going to drive fundamental change in a large organization. And some of you will take what you've learned and help others do the same thing as consultants, as investors, or as incubator managers. And I'm so excited personally to keep in touch and to follow your stories as they unfold. So thank you for a wonderful first year from me. And for that, and on behalf of the faculty and the staff, and all those who have supported you along the way, along your journey as well, I raise my glass and I say, onward and upward, MBETs of 2020. Congratulations. Problem, 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 MBET, 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 problem, problem, problem.
That's good.
Solution embed.
Sorry, solution. Excuse me.
Thank you, Chris. I think you solidified that, what we've all been thinking for a long time. It's been a tough year. Everyone experiences the troubleship of MBET, and then we had COVID on top of that, but that's the entrepreneurship mentality. So yeah, here we are. We made it through, and I'm going to pass it on to my colleagues, Saqib, Sam, and Abdul, to share a few words. Saqib, here we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Exactly, we can.
1 second, let us mute over there. All right. So I'm not very good with goodbye, so I've just written a very short note. It seems like yesterday that we started MBET and we were looking forward to the grind. And today, after almost a year, a long freezing winter, and an even longer forced distancing due to COVID, here we are, having crossed the chasm over and over. Today, I am here with mixed feelings of being honored to have walked along with all of you, sad because it was too short and cut shorter due to circumstances. And I'm very happy for all of us as we venture out into our new lives, seeking out the success that we all deserve. This journey would not have been possible without the constant and strong support of all the faculty, support staff, and all of our MBET family as we help each other day in and day out. For the past 1 year, our lives and paths were parallel, and affection and support was available in the plenty. Like all good things, today our MBET journeys come to an end. However, it does not mean one bit that I will stop loving you all and supporting you all with all I have. As I said earlier, I'm not good with goodbyes, and I would like to keep this brief and will end this with an inspiring Urdu couplet by Mirza Azim Bey that reads, गिरते हैं शह सवार ही मैदान जंग में, वो तिफल क्या गिरेंगे जो घुटनों के बल चले. It means only the courageous who rode out to the battlefield have the possibility of a fall. The weak who crawled in fear of the fall will never taste success. So please, my friends, keep trying and pivoting and failing, and fail until you succeed. Love you all. Bye.
Very well said, Saqib. Thank you very much. Sam, you're next in line. I told you time. Sam's acting all surprised. He takes his glasses off like this wasn't expected.
Can you hear me now?
Sam, you know exactly what was coming. Let's go.
Good? No, you. Can someone give me samba? Okay, so I have two quick messages. The first one, it's a grateful message. I'm not sure if you guys all know, but I've landed in Canada at end of 2016. I tried to live in Canada for 6 months. I couldn't. I felt lonely. I did not feel like I belonged to a group or somewhere. I hated my life, honestly, and I was like, this is the first time I was actually somehow sad or depressed. I was like, no, I do not belong to Canada, and I actually went back, and I stayed in Egypt for almost 1.5 years. And afterwards, I was like, you know what? No, let me just try and do my master's in Canada and just try to go into the country. And here I am. I actually was MBET, almost done. And I couldn't have done it with the people that I actually know here. I now feel like I belong to somewhere. Now I actually feel like I have a family. I don't only have like one friend, I have 45 friends and people who are actually, I consider one of the smartest groups I have known. I have so many professors and a great admin that actually have provided us with so much support. So because of you, I actually started to like Canada and I actually started to feel I belong to somewhere. So the first message is grateful for you guys and for the friendship that I have here. So thank you. Second message, it's I was reading a book and I just finished a book where one of the co-founders of Netflix. The book name is called That Will Never Work. And at the end of the book, he actually mentioned what's his definition of success. And he mentioned 3 things, and I think I would love to embrace this definition of success. He said for him, success is to be in a position to do what you like, and to do what you are good at, and to do what's important for you. So I think this is my message to you, is to do these 3 things, because of MBET, you actually stopped your life to actually try to think which direction you want to go. Now you have the control over your life. Now you have the control to do actually what you like and to do what you're good at and to do what's important for you. So cheers for you guys.
Cheers. Cheers, Sam. All right. So before we turn this over to AK, it sounds like Sam nominated a book by our very own David Rose, because that is basically what he's told us for the entire year. And on to you, AK.
Awesome, guys. Hello. Let me just pull it up. Okay, guys, so here it goes. We've come a long way since we started back in September. A lot's happened as we approach the end of our journey. Just a few words on my experience. It's really been an honor working alongside and each of you with our ventures, class assignments, and group projects, and now in this virtual space. I was fortunate to work with quite a lot of you in our 45% class. And one thing I can say is all of you beautiful people are hard workers, smart, and driven individuals. Whether you choose to remain in Canada or go elsewhere in the world, I expect you to do wonderful things, whether it's continuing your ventures, working at corporate levels, or even creating new ones along the way. You have an innate ability of doing great things. While we choose different paths in our careers, know that the MBET connection is real and will remain a part of us as we look to build new horizons. The program has provided us with foundations in venture creation, problem validation, marketing product services, applying tech, crunching numbers to see if we're making a profit or loss, evaluating ventures to seek investment, identifying go-to-market strategies, knowing that business can be for a social cause, and finally, learning the art of negotiation. As you may have noticed, I've summarized our courses in a few words, and a big thanks goes to our faculty, the professors, the administrative teams that have worked tirelessly to make sure our experience goes unwavered, even as we move to a virtual world. I can speak on behalf of many students I've spoken to, and we are truly grateful to you. Lastly, a word to our parents who have placed their utmost trust, support, and made us the individuals we are today. Wherever your parents are, they are pleased in what you have accomplished and know you have a lot more to offer. As we move on to the next chapter, know we all have the ability and desire to reach for the stars. It's how quickly we realize this and capitalize on our opportunities and stride forward in life. So to all the laughs, jokes, all-nighters, fun times, I raise a glass to celebrate this official end year party. Congrats, MBET 2020. Salud.
All right, so just state the obvious. We asked Abdul to be the person who speaks tonight, and he's like, no, I don't have the credentials. And then he comes out with that speech, and now I have to follow him and pretend like I know what I'm doing. Thanks, Abdul. Like,
I know you got this, Taylor.
That was absolutely beautiful. I have no idea what to do after that, but thank you. He epitomized everything I would have wanted to say. So, yeah, thanks for not taking this job tonight and pretending like you're not qualified. But we love you all. Whatever Abdul said, that's what we should do. Now I'm going to look at my slideshow because Abdul probably memorized it at this point. And now we're going to show you something that's on my phone. All right. Pam, on to you. Honestly, in all reality, Abdul, You shared all our sentiments. It's been an amazing time. And this is what we have to show for it. Cam, the audio didn't transfer.
Let me just try that again.
There we go.
Good energy. Today we gon' spread good energy. Today we gon' share good energy. I go to work.
up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it. And if you fold it up, hey, hey, tamina, mina, sangalewa, cause this is Africa. Tamina, mina, hey, hey, waka, waka, hey, hey, tamina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. This is a yoga, this is our motto. Your time to shine, don't wait in line, y vamos por todo. People are raising their expectations. Go on and feed them, this is your moment, no hesitation.
Come on, guys. Round of applause. How good is this?
The celebrity dance.
Good job, Sam.
I don't believe in libertarians.
Is there no volume?
Caleb, that's what happens when Barca loses.
Did anyone tell him that's not actually a thing?
Every day ain't been shuffling. Monday.
Yeah, those are the moves. Look at that. Yes.
You win, Chris. You win.
That's how I met my girlfriend.
What, dancing like that?
I pulled out the Chris Holt moves. My girlfriend, she was immediately impregnated.
I was from Louisville.
Esteban, we're still undefeated, by the way. The season never ended. Just saying.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Esteban, your team is trash.
Your team's amazing, James.
All right. Guys, I don't like giving credit to other people, but can we give a round of applause to Manelli and Krishna who organized this slideshow that put us all together? We had an amazing year. Everyone take your cams off mute to do this, but everyone clap. Like, this was an amazing slideshow. Thank you very much, everyone.
Woo! Thank you.
Good job, guys.
You did this entire year justice. It was not easy. They were up until 5 a.m. trying to make us all look good. Except absolutely phenomenal. Oh, Sarkies.
That's our oldest man.
Oh, look at those beauties. Oh,
You mean your earrings, Taylor?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look at these guys. GQ bottles.
Ah, the memories.
MBET, partial entrepreneurship, also partial model recruiting. That's the way it goes. It's like, hey, half of our faculty are unicorns, the other half make millions of dollars from modeling.
What are you gonna be funny?
All right, and now we lead on to Mark Weber. So I misevaluated when our slideshow ended. So Mark, you can join in whenever this slideshow ends. Apparently it's not now. I apologize, everyone. This shows how much fun we had. Maybe at the end of this. Clearly, I don't know. We have a lot longer to go. I tried.
Just 2 more minutes.
Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. And you just there to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And on my eye, I like your style. You make me want it right. And now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. So I say, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do.
I'm so glad this doesn't show the amount of shame I'm feeling right now. There we go. All right, should I try this 3 or 4 more times? Here we go, Mark.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you, guys. My cheeks are actually hurting from smiling so broadly. Somebody sent me a private message earlier on in the evening that said that I was smiling, I looked happy, and that I looked proud. And I said, I'm so glad that my outsides are accurately reflecting my insides. I am happy and I am proud. Can I ask you, if you have the capacity to turn on your video, I have missed seeing you all so much. I'd like to kind of see you, if I can. Thank you. Tell me if this becomes a problem from the point of view of the audio. Let me just say that I spent the year in one way, shape, or form telling you guys certain things that you had to do. And I want you to know that today I am taking instruction from you. As requested, I am fancy-ish on top. This shirt is not tucked in, and I am wearing sweatpants, okay, just so you know, but I'm not going to be showing them to you, just so you know. Also, I was feeling really intimidated by that room that Abdul was in during his presentation, so I thought I would see if I could maybe up the ante just a little bit. Something along that line I'll do here.
That's nice.
So, folks, oh man, what do I have to add to what's already happened? It is so good to see you all gathered together again, even if it's got to be virtual. And I can't tell you how much I wish I could be doing this in person. By the way, I've written notes this evening. I don't usually present from a prepared script, but once a year in MBET at the end of the year, I like to try to say exactly what I want to say. And so please bear with me if it seems like I'm reading a little bit. I wish that your last 3 months in MBET had not been so constrained by COVID realities. But you have continued to do great things, and the faculty and staff have continued to work to support you under circumstances that they too would never have chosen. I live in gratitude that the kind of people who study in MBET and the kind of people who teach in MBET and the kind of people who are drawn to support MBET are the kind of people who can refocus, rethink, re-engage, and still thrive. Congratulations to every single one of you for arriving at this moment in time with this major accomplishment. I have a few things to say today. You could call them things to think about or meditate on in the weeks ahead. But before I do, let me first express my immense gratitude to the people who have made this virtual celebration possible. Manelli, Taylor, and Sam for joining Nina and Tracy on the planning committee. Manelli and Krishna for putting together the video, all of the students for sharing their pictures and videos and memories from the past year. Pamela, who helped us source the picture frames and helped us to deliver them, and also who took the challenge on of managing this Zoom chat, which has got to be one of the more stressful things that you do over the course of a year. Nina was a big part of the planning committee and also helped deliver gifts. Xian, our online learning assistant, who apparently, as part of helping us deliver online learning, has helped us to produce a video you're going to see very soon. To Margaret DL for special contributions soon to be experienced. Just wait. And to all of the staff and faculty for their participation in the video that we'll be showing after this one. Folks, you've already said this a little bit. I need to say this and invite it from my perspective as the director. It goes without saying that we are delighted by the quality of the students, the dedication, the resilience, the effort that you all put in over the course of a year. But the experience that we are able to enable is made possible by the faculty and staff of Conrad. And I would invite you for a brief moment to unmute your microphones and join me in applauding all of their efforts. Thank you so much. In these difficult days of COVID and frankly, broadly, an overdue reconsideration of serious stuff like systemic racism, I found myself thinking about one of my favorite authors quite a bit, Maya Angelou. Just out of curiosity, would you put up your hand if you have any familiarity with Maya Angelou? Put up your hands. So only a handful of you. I'm going to encourage you to change that after this evening. If you're not familiar with her work, I encourage you to read it this summer. In a world with many great book titles, in my opinion, Maya Angelou has the two all-time best, most evocative, most compelling book titles. The first one is entitled, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And the second, Singin' and Swingin' and Gettin' Merry Like Christmas. I'd like to entitle just one paper, something like that. I first read Angelou as a graduate student myself, the first of her autobiographies. And bear with me, this comes together. And that biography is called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. It recounts her early years in the Deep South in the 20s and 30s as a Black woman growing up, born into a catastrophically fractured home, moved from relative to relative, a victim of childhood abuse, constrained by toxic and overt and systemic racism at every turn. That overwhelming adversity slammed headlong into an ultimately indomitable entrepreneurial spirit. She took solace in books, in literature, and in learning. And to quote one of her most famous poems, despite every adversity that the world threw at her, still I rise. If you have not heard Maya Angelou recite the poem, Still I Rise, I encourage you to search it on YouTube after this. There has never been a business leader who could pivot like Maya Angelou could pivot. She was a fry cook, an escort, a nightclub dancer, a performer, the first female Black cable car conductor in San Francisco, a poet, a recording artist, a playwright, a civil rights activist who worked with both Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, an international journalist during American decolonization in Africa, and an actor and producer, documentarian, and an inspiration. Somehow, through all the challenges against all the odds, she emerged as one of the great wise women of recorded history, a woman who exuded almost incalculable human dignity. As I searched quotations for this moment, a time of celebration, a time of life reflection during a time of adversity, every second quotation that emerged from the depths of the internet was a Maya Angelou quote. And so at a time when the causes for which she fought her whole life are again most appropriately on center stage, I'm going to be drawing on Maya Angelou, who I'm going to call a wisdom entrepreneur. The student video made it clear that this has been a year of such effort, such excitement, such unexpected disappointments, such bond building, such exploration, such adventure, such friendships, such learning and testing, such possibility. In a moment like this, in a moment such as this, I think Maya Angelou would have 4 things that she would want to say to you. The first quotation, I did then what I knew how to do. Now I know better. I do better. You arrived in this program smart and eager from all around the world. What an incredible, rich diversity you brought to the program and to our classroom. Before MBET, you did what you knew. You acted out of the skills that you had, the assumptions you carried with you, perhaps somewhat unconsidered, the knowledge that you'd cobbled together at that particular moment in time. My hope and prayer is that after MBET, after your classes and your well-crafted experiments and your engagements with business and apparently a lot of late night dancing, that now you know better, at least in some ways. And I look forward to knowing how brilliantly you do in the coming years as a result. Maya Angelou's second quote: "Nothing will work unless you do." I'm going to say that again. And by the way, just bear with me. There we go. Nothing will work unless you do. If there is one thing that has no doubt become clear to you this year, it must be that there is no magic bullet, no single insight that suddenly makes everything easy or guarantees success. Roll up your sleeves and get to work. But with the benefit of what you've learned here, work better, work smarter, work with cooler, more interesting people, work with clearer purpose. Maya's third quote: "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Please remember to keep people at the heart of all your pursuits. Your relationships with your clients, your team, your families. I have worked with organizations that are spearheaded by single-minded entrepreneurs who are super smart, who forgot that how people feel is where the action is. Every one of those organizations was failing, or I can virtually guarantee to you will fail. How will you make people feel tomorrow? About themselves, about you, about your cause, about your work. So, Angelou's final words for you, I will share with some context. You are at a jumping off point. Your completion and accomplishment of MBET this moment is the launching pad for absolutely everything that you are going to do next. This is a professional program. And so the temptation is to think about what next, mostly in professional terms. What work will you do? What business will you build or shape? Maybe it's going to seem a little bit odd, but at this moment in time, what I really want to do is get you to think about why you work and to keep work in perspective. Is it because, do you work because the work you choose to do feels like an expression of your gifts and competence, and because it's a way to feel capable and effective? That's a good reason. That is a good role for work in your life. Is it because the work you do advances a cause that animates you and gives you purpose? That's a good reason. That's a good role for work. Is it because the work you do is fun and brings you pleasure and joy? That is also a super good reason and a good role for work. Is it because the work that you do is a means to an end that matters? The well-being of those you love and opening the door to opportunity for those who are important to you. That's also a tremendously good reason and a good role for work. At the end of the day, please never lose sight of your work as one part of the tapestry that you are weaving, one dimension of the potentially miraculous life that you can live. Near the end of her life, Maya Angelou articulated her personal mission. This is the fourth Angelou quote. And to do so, and I think it's not a bad mission for all of us to consider. She said, and I quote, My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. End quote. Congratulations, MBET class of 2020. You should be fiercely proud. We are certainly proud of you. Thank you. Pamela, over to you. The following video is from all of us to all of you. Pamela, we're without sound. Can you take it back to the beginning again? Everyone, the sound is significant here. Can we turn off our videos, our own individual streams, just in the hopes that the bandwidth will make the music work?
Hear that?
All right, guys, here we go. Don't act like this wasn't the best year of your life. Honestly, round of applause for everything we went through. We survived. how amazing was this year? Ups, downs, otherwise phenomenal year. Round of applause. Let's go. Okay, we got 3 people off.
How fast can you unmute?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And no, just say
Didn't know anything I have to decide.
You did it. You completed MBET transition.
Guys, we did it. When we there we
There
go.
was much rejoicing.
We were in first semester and we were all hating ourselves, accounting, everything.
Talk about yourself. I loved accounting.
Okay, Lavery, as I carried you through accounting. Yeah.
Shut up.
Heavily seduced.
Yeah. Yeah. But honestly, guys, this is the end of the night, but this isn't the end of our relationships. We are so fortunate for what we experienced. And honestly, I hope I speak to all of you again. Please, if anyone has anything to share, please share it. This is the end of the event, but I am super fortunate. In case you don't know, I like to talk. Super fortunate for everything that happened this year and to meet all of you. Please share all of your feelings. And let's go have fun, guys. We're MBETs now. I'm going to cry.
We are recording.
All right.
Recording. Go close some sales, Kevin says.
Can we get a copy of those presentations, Pamela and Taylor?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay.
I think they're much better when they're not shared with 50 people. You'll love them.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna log out. It's 2 in the morning for me here inside.
Okay,
All right.
Take care, guys.
Very soon.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All the best.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, guys.
The best, guys.
Intro.
Why are we
Yeah.
Girl, like what?
Honestly, thank you guys so much.
My fear got away when I pitched more. My fear got away. So thank you so much, all 45 of you and all the staff and faculties. Thank you so much.
Gabriel, gotta say something, bro.
Gabriel.
These guys are some clowns. Anyways, I must say thank you to the Conrad staff and family. For me, I came undergrad and the minor in entrepreneurship. I was talking to Tracy the other day. It was really just the interactions that I had at Conrad that made me do the MBET. I looked at the people who I got to know over the past years of my undergrad, and they were completely phenomenal. Not only were they experts in their respective fields, but they were also experts in empathy. Like, I was able to speak to these professors and realize that, hey, wow, these are people who are not only professors, but they're friends, they're family. And they really made me want to do the MBET. And to do the MBET, I was able to extend this family with the amount of students that I was able to meet throughout it. Who was my favorite? To be honest, I have to say, I love all of the professors equally. They were all.
Who's your favorite student?
My favorite student, that's got to be Allie. She's right there. She's saying that. But yeah, Allie made me lose my train of thought just then. I apologize for that. But I must say thank you again to everybody. We had an amazing time. And I can't wait to see all of you in person so that we can really celebrate in real life.
Hey.
If And if anyone was wondering, Gabriel was on time today, as usual.
I was late. Unfortunately, that one time when one of my professors gave me a hard talking to one time for coming late. I ended up coming early to all the classes, but I was unable to come early to the rest of the classes. What the professor told me, and she quoted Drake, better late than never.
Great joke, Gabe.
Never leave better.
Never? Congratulations. Congratulations.
Okay, guys, I'm going. It's my wife's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Lovely.
Bye.
Signing out too. So, trails, everybody. Hey.
Can I close this now?
No. Yo, I have a cake.
Signing. Bye. Yeah.
Bye, everyone. All the best.
Bye.
Ciao.
Sign out now unless somebody else wants to say something. I'm going to end the call.
Nice. What does the cake say?
Oh.
Oops. The F word fucking made
Hello.
Oh, the baby!
Oh, shit.
Let's go. Say hello.
Hi, everyone. See you whenever this is over.
Oh, pass both clothes.
Oh. So cute.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, bye, guys.
Thank you so much for an amazing year.
Everyone.
Have fun tonight.
Bye, guys. All the best.